Hari Om kids. Topic of today's Bal Sanskar is Bhaktimati Meerabai. Mirabai was born and raised in Meerta, a city in Rajasthan. Since childhood, values of devotion to Bhagwan Sri Krishna were instilled in her, and she continually remained engrossed in devotion to Krishna. She got married to Yuvraj Bhojraj of Mewar. After a year or two of marriage, Bhojraj died in the battle while fighting the Mughal ruler Babur. After the death of her husband, Meerabai became immersed in devotion to Bhagwan Krishna. Mirabai's acquaintance and association with saints and singing bhajans were not liked by her brother-in-law Vikram Singh. He explained to Mirabai that we are Rajputs and these kinds of deeds do not suit us. But Mirabai did not listen to him and remained engrossed in her devotion to Bhagwan Krishna. Once, Sant Raidas Ji had come to Chittor. Queen Meerabai came to know that Sant Raidas Ji Maharaj has arrived. So Meerabai went to the colony of cobblers in order to meet Raidas Ji, listened to his satsang and got engrossed in his kirtan and dhyan. Raidas Ji was a cobbler by caste. At that time, the notion of caste and creed were very dominant. Seeing Meera going to the slums of the cobblers, there was a whisper amongst the people in the neighborhood. There was an uproar in the whole of Mewar that Meera of upper caste of the royal family goes to the settlement of the lower caste cobblers and sits with the sadhus. Vikram Rana said to Mirabai, "Sister-in-law, your acts are defaming you hugely." Then Mirabai said, "Ranaji, slander is sweet to me. Some criticize, some point fingers, but I will go my own way. I met my Sadguru in a narrow street. Why should I roam around anywhere else? I will only listen and talk to my Sadguru and not pay heed to wicked people. Meera's Lord in life is only Girdhar, aka Lord Krishna. Wicked people go get burnt in fuel of anger. Ranaji, slander is sweet to me." One day, Mirabai's sister-in-law, Uda, said, "Sister-in-law, both your parents and in-laws are ashamed of your association with saints. Why don't you leave the company of these babas? Is there no color left for you to wear except these white clothes? And if nothing else, at least you can wear a gold bracelet on each wrist and a gold necklace around your neck, right? You walk around with tulsi garlands on your wrists and around your neck as if you're a poor woman." Mirabai said, "One who has worn the ornaments of modesty and contentment has no need of gold, diamonds and pearls." A deep truth of life was reflected in Meera's words. Many efforts were made to remove Mirabai from the path of devotion, yet she remained firm. In Sri Gita, it is said,
Bhajante mam dridvritaha.
"Whosoever is strong and determined definitely attains fulfillment." Remembering Puja Gurudev, let us begin today's Bal Sanskar class. Session. Firstly, all the children will stand in their respective places and jump a little on their tippy toes. all the children will chant Om. Now we will do TRATAK. TRATAK increases our concentration and memory power. every time. Bhaktimati Mirabai was a saint who endured immense hardships in her life but never deviated from the path of devotion to God. Mirabai's brother-in-law, Rana Vikramaditya, was ignorant and cunning. He started creating hurdles in Mirabai's worship and satsang. To harass Mirabai, Rana Vikramaditya adopted many low tactics. He called the royal physician and prepared poison, kept it in a golden bowl, and sent it to Bai Meera to drink it, claiming that it was the Charnamrit of Lord Jagannath. Meera placed the bowl in front of the Lord and started singing bhajans. As soon as the bhajan completed and Meera touched the bowl to her lips, her sister-in-law, Uday Kunwar, shouted, "Stop, sister-in-law, this is poison." Meera replied, "Even if it was poison, it's now transformed into nectar, since it has been offered to my God. God's miracles are infinite. Who can harm those who He wishes to keep alive?" Meera lifted the bowl and with a blink of her eye emptied it. She then took to Ektara, tied ankle bells, and started dancing and singing bhajans. Meanwhile, when Rana found out that the poison had no effect on Meera, he immediately called the physician and asked, "You claim that an elephant would die within half an hour of consuming this poison, but here, nothing has happened to a human being." "It can't be, Your Highness. For a human, the remaining 2 drops in this bowl are enough." "I'm also amazed," replied the physician. Rana thundered, "Do you doubt me? Drink those 2 drops and then I'll know how truthful your words are." With trembling hands, the physician lifted the bowl. As soon as the remaining 2 drops fell on his tongue, he staggered and died. So children, see how much Meera was defamed, how many conspiracies were plotted against her. But she remained steady and her fame only grew. Quiz, competition time. And now it's time of knowledge competition. You'll be asked a question and there'll be 4 options to choose from. You will need to give the right answer in 10 seconds. The question is, the spiritual master of Mirabai was Sant Raidas Ji. However, who was Sant Raidas Ji's spiritual master? The options are Ramanand Ji, Kabir Ji, Bulle Shah Ji, Ram Krishna Ji. The correct answer to the question will be revealed to you at the end of the session. Glory of Indian culture. Say no to the buffet system and follow the Indian dining system. In weddings and huge parties, a buffet system, dining by standing, is a widely used trend. But our scriptures say that we should dine in the sitting posture. Standing while eating is called demonic dining. It stresses the stomach, legs and intestines, causing gas, constipation, knee pain, back pain, etc. It weakens our hunger, which results in the indigestion of food. And many diseases arise due to indigestion. Whereas dining while sitting in a row is called divine dining. Such proper sitting imparts no stress on the legs, stomach and intestines. Food is easily digested and does not burden the heart, unlike in a standing position. Wearing shoes or slippers keeps the feet warm. Due to this, body heat is not used to ignite the gastric fire. According to Ayurveda, feet should remain cool while eating. This helps in illuminating the digestive fire in the stomach. That is why in our country there is a tradition of washing hands and feet before eating food. As food servers approach every seated diner, there is no overeating, waste or disrespect of food. Food taken in proper quantity as per the hunger keeps a person healthy. This dedicated food serving system by people causes no lipped utensils or defiled food. The purity of food is maintained and happiness is felt by both the server and the eater. A peaceful sitting pose gives peace of mind with no feelings of fatigue or boredom. Health tips. Nourishing and strengthening peanuts. Peanuts have carbohydrates, fibers, proteins, calcium, iron, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, sodium, zinc, copper, manganese and vitamins B, B1, B2, B3, which keeps the body healthy. Eating peanuts regularly helps enhance memory, thinking power and brain power. If children are given 20 to 25 grams of peanuts daily, they will not experience any nutritional deficiencies. To support the development of children, it is recommended to soak protein-rich foods like peanuts, chickpeas and mung beans overnight and serve them in the morning according to their digestive capacity. Peanut laddu. Roast 500 grams of peanuts on low heat. Peel them and coarsely grind them. Add 100 grams of jaggery and a little cardamom to it. Shape it in the form of laddus. Consuming these laddus is beneficial in strengthening bones, red blood cells, and generates warmth in the body during winters. Peanut brittle or chicky is also recommended for consumption during winter season. For mothers who do not produce sufficient milk for their children, consuming raw peanuts soaked in water can help increase milk production. Important. Do not eat excessive peanuts. Do not drink water immediately after having peanuts. Chewing peanuts thoroughly, roasting them or soaking them in water before consumption makes them more digestible. Do's and don'ts. What should one do and not do? To create a joyful atmosphere at home, a home without a murti or photo of God or a God-realized saint is a cemetery. In a house where parents, elders and sick people are not treated well, Mata Lakshmi withdraws her blessings. When a cat's, a goat's or a broom's dust enters the house, the prosperity goes away. Bhagwan Sri Hari says, one who sleeps with wet feet, who sleeps naked, who constantly talks, loses the grace of Goddess Lakshmi. One who does not observe fasting, who does not perform evening prayers, who always remains impure and is devoid of devotion, loses my beloved Lakshmi from his home. Lakshmi is displeased with a person who applies oil on his head and touches the body part of another person with the same hand. It is prohibited to apply the oil left over from applying on the forehead on the body also. Gaumata hoofs dust, Gau Seva and the satsang of Brahmagyani Sant creates an environment in the home that is heavenly, joyful and liberating. Homework time. Children, you will memorize a bhajan related to Mirabai and sing it in front of everyone in the next session. Questionnaire. Question number 1. To whom did Mirabai go to listen to discourses? Why was Mirabai humiliated in Mewar? When Mirabai's sister-in-law told her to wear jewels, what did Mirabai say? Why did Mirabai drink the bowl of poison? What have we learned from today's story? What are the harmful effects of eating in a buffet system? What causes Lakshmi ji to become unhappy and leave your home? According to the discourse, how did devotion arise in Mirabai's life? Narayan, 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 Narayan. With this, today's Bal Sanskar class concludes. We will meet again next week with a new knowledge-enhancing topic. Until then, Hari Om. The correct answer to the question is Sant Raidas ji's Guru was Swami Ramanand.